Principal APS Pathankot, all respected teachers and students. I also welcome all those who have joined me with this lecture. Today, we all have joined as we commemorate our 75th Independence Day, and for this, I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. Let me first introduce myself. I am Lieutenant Colonel Meghna Dave of 980 Transport Company, ASC, which is a part of Indian Army. I have put in a total of 19 years of service, and during my various tenures, I served at many locations of India, which includes high altitude Leh and Ladakh region, Jammu and Kashmir Valley, plains of Punjab, various training institutes, NCC Group Headquarters and Directorate in Malwa region, and as Indian cadet, I have been to youth exchange program to Russia and bubbling with energy to honestly fighting for a cause. Youth are defined as those aged 15 to 29 in the National Youth Policy 2014, and in India approximately 34% population is youth. Youth have potential to bring revolution with their vigor and talent. They are the face of the future nation. These are those crucial years when they decide about their career and job. If they get correct guidance and knowledge can be given to you, then the chosen path will be bright for themselves and for nation.
True.
Role of youth in nation building. The intelligence of people affects the importance of a country. All people working together for the country is nation building. The future generation is an integral part of the country. Therefore, for a better future, giving importance to the youth is necessary. They are most active part of the country. Hence, they play a very significant role in nation building. So it becomes very important that this energy is channelized in a better manner. And what can be better than Indian Army? Indian Army is not just a job, but a way of life. A life less ordinary. Indian Army molds you into a confident leader. A leader who can face unsurmountable challenges. It molds you into a person who can take quick and right decisions. Because whatever decision an army man takes does not deal in figures or numbers, but deal with lives of men under your command. At this moment, I am reminded by the famous Chetwood credo. The safety, honor and welfare of your country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare and comfort of the men you command comes next. Your own ease, comfort and safety comes last, always and every time. With this, I come to the aim of today's lecture. To motivate youth to join Indian Army. I will be covering this lecture in the following parts. Why Indian Army as a career, avenues in Indian Army, life in Indian Army, and gateway to join Indian Army. Part 1. Why Indian Army as a career? It is the most noble profession to be in. It has produced heroes that are remembered for generations. They are the epitome of bravery and greatness, with several movies depicting the valor and professionalism of army. It gives you the pride, confidence and quality of life that is still a class apart in the country, with the countless exposures and facilities anywhere that you go.
हाँ बहुत 2-3 महीने पहले भी गया था ये कम से कम ये 50,000 से हम ये काम चल रहे हैं ना अभी चलेगा ठीक क्योंकि आपने खाली नहीं किया कल आधा घंटे शायद अभी
How to get job satisfaction?
उसको खाली भी करना पड़ेगा ना जलाना आपको ठीक नहीं कर
How to get job satisfaction by pride of safeguarding your homeland or motherland and by command of the noblest men that walk this earth.
बात है थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो गया
Professional growth,
उसको क्लिक करें उसको ऐड करना
career courses and qualifications, professional courses, technical courses, management, language courses, foreign courses, sponsoring higher qualification and study leave. If you are adventurous and wants to explore the world, Indian Army is a place for you because it has many adventurous activities like paragliding, rafting, parasailing, mountaineering, microlight flying, yachting, sailing, skydiving, shooting, horse riding, and many more. Economic stability. Why does one go for any job? The biggest reason is that it gives you economic stability. In Army, starting salary is 85,000 per month. Additional allowances and many other privileges are also available. Salary increments and assured job security in crisis. Apart from economic stability, what does one need? It is the social status and respect and reputation in the society, and Indian Army provides you with this as well. Now we will have an overview of what all opportunities can Indian Army provides you. With this, I come to the part 2 of the presentation, Avenues in Indian Army. Army is not only about manning fence at remote border, but also about opportunities to travel extensively and see the world, visit places where others can go, places an army person can visit, whole country, overseas on peacekeeping mission and embassies. If you ever thought that Indian Army is confined to India, then I am afraid that I am going to burst this bubble because Indian Army is a part of various UN missions which provides you with the opportunity to explore the world. It gives you an opportunity to do various exercises, operations with other armies of the world. Apart from this, it also sends its soldiers to other nations as a part of exchange programs, where you can learn the various nuances of the other armies of the world. Yes, it has career in sports. I am sure every one of us by now knows the famous javelin thrower, Neeraj Chopra. But today, a few of us might be aware that he is a Subedar in the Indian Army, an army man of whom the whole country is proud. He has brought a gold medal for India after decades in the Olympics. Nayak Subedar Jeetu Rai, again an army man, had made us proud by winning a gold medal in 2014 Asian Games in the pistol shooting competition. Yet another pistol shooter from the Indian Army is Subedar Major Vijay Kumar. He won a silver medal at Summer Olympics of 2014. This man needs no introduction. the Flying Judge, Milkha Singh. Another sportsman and young politician is Lieutenant Colonel Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore, who won silver medal in shooting Olympics. The national game of India is hockey, and Major Dhyan Chand, an army officer, played for the country and brought laurels to the nation. Apart from sports and adventures activities, this organization also provides you with immense opportunities for studies in the topmost educational institute of the country like IIT, IIM. Now we have come to part 3 of the presentation, where we will dwell upon the life in Indian Army. Why do you think the Indian Army is always physically and mentally fit? The reason is their tough training. Training the other side, and this tough training helps you to succeed in external and internal operations. The operations in the Siachen Glacier definitely need tough training, and the training in the Indian Army prepared for this. Counter-insurgencies in J&K, deployed along LC in J&K, insurgency in Northeast, deployed along LAC in J&K and Northeast. Other than these operations, the Army is also involved in various disaster management and operations Sadbhavna. Coming on to various adventure activities are also conducted by Indian Army, like rock climbing, parasailing, pyramid bike, white river rafting, para jump, mountaineering, rally racing, and many others. Now here are various amenities provided by the Indian Army. Ball, lawn tennis, swimming pool, squash, CSD facilities, VIP car, Army Public School, accommodation, multi-specialty command hospitals, and clean and green cantonments. Coming on to the various financial benefits and privileges provided by Indian Army. During training, stipend, concession on air and rail fare, CSD facilities, entitled ration. Post commissioning, salary is just like corporate world, free medical treatment for self and dependent, 60 days annual leave and 20 days CL, free air and rail warrant, conveyance and other allowances, army welfare housing facilities, reservations in engineering and medical colleges for children. Post-retirement, pension at 50% of the last pay drawn. Death from retirement gratuity, free medical treatment, including dependent insurance cover, MBA programs for retired officers, retake in Army Civil Services. Now comes the most important part of this presentation, which is how to be a soldier, how to join Indian Army.
वो जो स्क्रीन में जितना दिख रहा है ना वो आना चाहिए और मैडम भी ठीक है ना.
After 12th standard, you can join NDA and you can also join technical entry scheme. The most prestigious institute, the National Defence Academy, is a dream for many. Every year, 3 lakh candidates appear for UPSC conduct NDA exam, but only 0.1% of them get selected. That comes around to about 300 to 350 candidates every year. The journey of an NDA cadet is a long and tough journey, starting with the UPSC entrance exam, going through years to don the star on their shoulders. If you want to join the Indian Army without giving a written exam, then there is another entry called as the Technical Entry Scheme for 10+2 candidates. These are some steps which you have to go through to join this entry. Like forward application, then SSB, medical examination, 1 year training at Gaya, then 3 years degree, passing out parade, and then 1 year training as officer. Now, if you are a graduate and want to join the Indian Army, then you can do that as well. The CDS entry and NCC Special Entry Scheme can help you with this. There is something called University Entry Scheme also, where the officers, they go to the colleges and schools and they select by taking interview students and they directly come for the SSB interview. Similarly, NCC Special Scheme, you have to be a C certificate holder and you can directly call for SSB interview. If you want to join as a permanent commissioned officer, then IMA is the place to go. And the scheme which can lead you, these are CDS entry. For CDS entry, you have to give CDS exam, then they prepare merit list. After merit list, you will be called for SSB interview, where after 5 days exam, if you get selected, you will be called for medical exam, then again merit list, and then you will be called for training. After that, you will get commission as lieutenant. University entry scheme. As I told you that campus interviews are there and from there you get selected directly for SSB interview. That means you don't have to give written exam. Technical graduate course. These are also similarly, you have to give application, SSB, medical, merit list and then 1 year training in IRA. Then these MBBS graduate direct commission entry is also available for you. Apart from this, the Army Dental Corps provides us with world-class dental facilities. The entry into AFMC requires a candidate to pass his or her 12th with physics, chemistry and biology with minimum 60% marks. These candidates can appear for NEET UG exam to join the AFMC. A civilian MBBS candidate can also join Indian Army under the age of 30 and they get also 2 years of anti-date seniority. The Indian Army also provides you with world-class dental services. After 2 years, they can also apply for permanent commission. Lastly, I would like to highlight that the Army is a way of life. It is an emotion, a feeling of pride, selfless before yourself. You think of a man beside you, their pain is your pain, and their happiness is yours. It is an emotion that is evoked every time you see the Indian flag and every time you wear the uniform. For it is not giving but earned through sweat, blood and sacrifices. And it is the best and the most expensive fabric you can ever wear. Jai Hind.
My ma'am, I'm Anubhav Sarda and I'm currently in the class 12 science stream. So my question to you is that the youth has a great potential. So the youth has a great potential now. So how do they channelize this potential into the so that the young potential can
Okay, you want to know that the
yes ma'am,
youngsters
how
are
can
having
it, ma'am, how can it be channelized into
channelize that?
yes ma'am, for future.
Okay, sit down. You mean to say the youngsters are having a lot of potential and how you should channelize that? I mean to say. See, first of all, I feel as a student, you should be disciplined first. If you have potential, so I think in one day you can do a lot of things, and I am sure if you prepare for something, like you want to study, you want to finish your course, you want to, you have a test and you want to prepare for your test. So accordingly you have to divide your energy and you have to be disciplined accordingly so that you can prepare for your future. So you should channelize yourself, and I feel you are the best judge of yourself. You know what you have done today. Your day is wasted or your day is invested. So you should know that what you are doing. So your potential you can only channelize in a right path if you are determined, if you are disciplined, and if you want to do something good in life. So your energy should be channelized in those directions only.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Sati Zoop. I'm in 11th Humanities C. Ma'am, usually students of my age get really motivated and excited to do something for the nation while watching a movie related to Indian Army.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
Sorry.
Keep
Ma'am,
close to your mouth.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, usually students of my age get really motivated and excited to do something for the nation while watching a movie related to any Indian Army's operation or any surgical strike. But next day we don't leave our beds till 11 a.m. So ma'am, I think nowadays it's really easy to get motivated, but how to stay motivated in order to achieve our goals, ma'am?
You are saying that okay, her question is that whenever students or anybody watches Hindi movies related to army, they get motivated that day. The next day that motivation goes down. So how to keep yourself motivated? That's what she's asking. Movies motivates you definitely. For the time being, that day you feel really patriotic and you feel I will definitely join Indian Army, or if not, I will be a very good citizen and will help some other way to the nation. But the second day you are not motivated. So for that, first of all, only you can change yourself, nobody else. It's only you should know that you have to remain constant. It's not a one-day work. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You have to be motivated every day. Remind yourself. Remind yourself. Just write in every corner of your room what you want to achieve. What is your dream? How big you can go. You just can't dream and then forget it. It's a constant dream, constant efforts, constant work. So the motivation also comes within. It comes from your own heart, own mind, with your intelligence, with your potential. So you can only change your life, nobody else. This is what I mean to say. So you have to be motivated. If you want to become something, you have to be motivated. There are many other ways which you can follow. Like I told you, if you have dreamt that you want to become something, remind yourself every day that it's me I have to become. For that, what steps I want to achieve. Like every day you have to step one step, take one step at a time, then next. You have to achieve stepwise and you will remain motivated. You will get success sometimes, you may not get success. If you don't get success, then you have to work hard. That means your focus, your work towards your achievement, your dream is somewhere something is lacking. That is why your success is not there that day. Work hard again, go back again, collect your energy and try again. And I am sure step by step you will be able to motivate yourself every day. Like I will give you small example. सुबह उठने का ही आप एक मोटिवेशन ले लीजिए. मान लीजिए नो मैं 6 बजे के पहले उठना ही उठना है. That's the motivation. You have to get up. You have to leave your bed. उसका मोटिवेशन बनाइए and in future you try 1 week, 1 month and later on you will see it becomes your habit. Then motivation is also your habit and it will remain throughout your life with you. Hope I am able to.
A very good morning, ma'am. My name is Viviani Chauhan. I am in class 11, medical stream. Ma'am, many of us come from army backgrounds and therefore eventually the uniform becomes a part of our life and also a constant source of motivation for the youth and the children. Ma'am, my question to you is that what is your experience when you joined the armed forces? Ma'am, what was your experience of when you joined the armed forces?
My experience. Of course, I'm in uniform since last 19 years and I'm married also to a uniform person. My spouse is also in army. I'm very, very motivated towards army. When I was in class 3rd, I used to wear uniform. But that time, as uniform to be पहनने नहीं देता है. That was the only thing was available, Scout and Guides. So I became Scout and Guides. I joined Scout and Guides. I started wearing Scout. I used to feel pride wearing that blue skirt and this. After that, I saw NCC. So that is also one uniform. So my NCC joined me. And I'm 3rd generation of army. But I lost my father. He was army officer in Signal Corps. I lost my father when I was just 6. So I used to see his photo on wall with uniform, wearing P-cap and uniform. So that photo of my father was my first motivation. And by seeing his photo every day, I used to say I'll be the next generation. But that time ladies and females, they never used to join army because there was no entry, there was no open gate. But I wasn't aware about all that. My determination was I have to become army officer. And see, God also kind enough. They opened the women entry scheme and I got chance to join. And I joined army in one go. That was the only exam I gave at the age of 21 and I cleared in one go. I was top in merit. I was OTA gold medalist and I led 26 January parade twice on the Rajpath. As a born leader, you never want to stand behind. You always want to have sword in your hand, or you want to, if you are on a mountain top, you want to be on the front. You want to give salute to the Prime Minister. You want to be in front always. So that way, I was motivated since school days. I joined NCC, then I joined horse riding, the Mountain Veterinary Corps. And in 2nd year only I gave my SSB exam and I cleared Air Force also. And both where I was in merit number 1 and in my training also I was gold medalist. So that means now I'm continuing my service. I have not left I have a short service entry scheme. Now recently I asked for permanent commission and thank you so much to government. They gave me permanent commission also.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Vanessa Sanchit. I am from class 10B. Nowadays, youth of the country, they are mainly involved in illegal activities such as supplying and dealing of drugs. So my question to you is how we can stop them from engaging themselves in such activities and make vigilant about their duties towards nation. How we can motivate them to live a better life.
I can't hear you. I can her question is, nowadays youth is going towards illegal activities like drugs and other things. So she is asking that how we can stop that and motivate them for the nation building. Am I right? That's what is your question. See, first of all, let them do what they are doing. There is a system. The government has a system to check all these things, illegal activities, drugs and everything. What we can do, we can motivate. If you see somebody nearby doing the same kind of activity, you should give your example. You become example for that person and try and motivate him by counseling, by speaking to him continuously, give him a shadow all the time so that he should come out of that illegal activity. Here the family and the parents, they have a very big role to check their children that what are they doing at home. So parents' role is very important. Second is your friend circle. If you have a good friend circle, I am sure the wrong things, the illegal things, I am sure youngsters will not do. If they are already into it and you know, then you can motivate and you can speak to them, give them counseling, tell them not to do such things because they don't have any future. They can't even support their families, can't support their parents. They don't have their own children. So such kind of things you can do and motivate them. Give them a path. If they are employed in a correct manner, if they are employed and join some offices, then hopefully these kind of activities will be less. Their energy is channelized towards some constructive activities. So that kind of things we can definitely help.
Morning, madam. I'm Kunal of class 12 PCM. Ma'am, actually, it's not only my question, it's about almost every student of class 12 PCM who want to join Indian Army. And it's my passion to join Indian Army. But sometimes we feel of doing some other highly paid job like this, setting up own business or doing other IIT. Ma'am, so what should we do? Should we follow passion or just earn some money?
I mean, I think you are passionate about army, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And other streams you are thinking about to become businessman and right now you are confused.
Yes, ma'am, I'm confused.
See what I say, you guys are students, okay, right? If you all are students, it is very much there in your mind that you want to become independent. Everybody wants to earn fast. Am I right? If you will establish any kind of business, you need capital of your parents. Am I right? But army is one thing which takes zero from your parents. Zero. You just go and join from first day onward, you start getting your pay. You become independent at the age of 20. If you talk about ex-NDS, I think 16. The parents, their after investment is zero in army. And you should be clear in your mind that what is your focus. If you have money, where will you go? If you don't have, you want to join army. If you are passionate, I think आपको NCC यूनिफॉर्म पहन के बैठनी चाहिए थी. Are you NCC cadet? So if you are passionate about army, so start from today only. So you should join NCC. It's a very good first gateway to army, and it will give you definitely a lot of experience.
Then ma'am, I'm Rizway Kuwait, currently studying in 11th. I opted for PCM. And being an army grad, I have seen everything in Indian Army, the pros and the lies. And many, like she had a point, what she said was that जो बच्चे आजकल होते हैं, they get motivated to join the Indian Army just because they've watched movies like Uri and yeah, you know what I mean. So and I met many people in my life, जिन्होंने मुझे बोला actually on that page that you want to join the Indian Army just because you've watched, you've seen that movie, you don't know what the truth really is behind the Indian Army. And my answer to them has always been that I am joining the Indian Army not because of that movie, because I've seen my father work. So how do I make people believe that it's not just that the movie has motivated me to join the Indian Army? It's someone else, the real person who has worked hard. So I would like to ask you this only: how do I make people believe that it's not just the movies?
Okay, you want to tell your friend that it's just
Not my friend.
Oh.
Grown-ups.
all the grown-ups.
How to join?
How do I make them believe that it's not just the movie that has motivated me to join the Indian Army?
The complete country believes that movie, then why do you have doubt? Why you have doubt about it?
Because always, every time they come to me and say, "Nahi, you have
See,
seen
such
that."
kind of talks will always there,
Yes,
but you
exactly.
should be clear in your mind. You should know what is fact, what is right. If you believe that movie is correct, then if you will show these kind of doubts by seeing your friends or somebody is talking, see, gossip is all over.
Exactly.
You should know where is your path and what you want to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't go by that it is wrong. With such kind of things, so that's why I'm saying. Your channel, you are diverting them. Don't believe in all those things. If it is correct, it is correct. हम अपने अगर देश को नहीं वो करेंगे तो फिर और कौन करेगा? हम ही उसके ऊपर सवाल कर रहे हैं. This is not done. This is, I think, this is negative feelings, negative thoughts, and stay positive always.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
It's a fact.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. No more questions. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं करते हाँ बंद हो गया कितने हाँ हाँ